Hello Star Wars fans and hello Star Wars friends around the world, and welcome to another video. Well, it is the 27th of October here in the UK and the rest of the world, pretty much, depending on what time zone you're in, because you might be a little bit ahead, might be a little bit behind, but at the moment for me right now it is Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? Friday the 27th of October 2017, and this is a good day because well, every day's a good day. You're just glad to be alive, really, aren't you? But this is a good day because there's a new Star Wars Elite series figure at the Disney store today, and although the price has gone up, I can kind of justify the price increase on this one figure because it's Chewbacca. Yeah, that was awful. Sorry, I apologise for that. My Chewbacca impersonations are not particularly very good at all. Right, so please forgive me for that. Can we move on? Can we? Thank you. Right. I can kind of justify the price increase because they've gone up to £22, which Disney Store, why are you doing that? Because we're already getting, I'm not going to use the, what's the word I can use that's child friendly, because I know there's a lot of younger people that watch my videos, so I do not swear in my videos, but gouged, I think that is the best way. We're already getting gouged for the £25 sort of area for a 6-inch Black Series figure, and I'm not happy with that. We're not getting value for money. They're much cheaper in the US, with the exchange rate they're even cheaper still for us. So, you know, Hasbro, why are you letting the shops charge for this? Why? And shops, why? I know you've got to make money, but come on, you're gouging the collectors, and there's supposed to be children buying these as well. How can you expect them to pay out that sort of money for that the quantity of figures that you're producing? And it's mad. But that's a kind of a different rant for a different video. But Disney Store, your prices are sneaking up. You're always better than that. So these are your own products. You shouldn't be doing that. You're not, you know, you've got a lot more room for profit in your products. So we know that, and you know that we know that, so you should, you know, tush, tush, tush. Right, back to the figure. This is Chewbacca. He looks awesome. Really, really cool. Straight to the Disney Store this morning. Bumped into my friend Phil and his fantastic family, and we chatted Star Wars because that's what we like to do when we meet up, and his family are great, love them all, they're brilliant, but this is a different video, but first in the queue, because I have to be. It's that FOMO thing. It's that fear of missing out. I have to be. If I can be at the front of a queue for something, I've got to be there. It's that fear of missing out. I had hundreds of these things at my local Disney Store, so I had no reason to worry about missing out. But it is that FOMO thing, the fear of missing out. Right. So got my hands on Chewie. Picked up two. One to display in front of the one in his his box, and he can like say, look, I'm on the outside. It's actually not as good as it was inside the box. You should stay in the box. Be grateful you're still in there. So fantastic. I love this figure. It's awesome, and comes with two Porgs. Now we don't know what the Porgs are for yet. Are they food? Are they Wookiee food? Is that what they are? So we've got Chewie and the Porgs. Now, Chewie and the Porgs sounds like a psychedelic sort of band from the 1960s. Younger viewers, please ask your grandparents, what are the 1960s? Grandparents, what are the 1960s? UK Toy Collector said we must find out. Yeah, it's kind of, they sound like the Chewie and the Porgs, Chewbacca and the Porgs. Sounds like a warm-up band for Darth Elvis, you know. So, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So we don't know whether these little guys here, whether they are, can you see them? Can you see them? Here they go. Look, let's... There they are, they're tiny. Now, what are they? Are they lunch? Is that what they are? They could be. There have been some sort of like sneak peek behind the scenes pictures where it looks like possibly Chewie has feathers protruding from his mouth. Now, I'm thinking possibly their lunch. Yeah, I reckon they're lunch. And you see in the trailer for The Last Jedi, you see the screaming Porg. I think he's like, Chewie's just like, Chewie's tummy's rumbling, and you go, ah, no! So that's possibly my theory. Right, let's get on with the figure review, because you're all going, oh, shush, please, just get on with the figure. I want to see some close-ups. Of course you do. Right, the figure itself is a whopping 7.5 inches tall, which is 19 centimeters. It's huge, and it's heavy. So you could actually use this in Cluedo for something to murder somebody with. Lead pipe. No, it was the Chewbacca in the drawing room, and it was UK Toy Collector in the drawing room with the Chewbacca figure. So it's 7.5 inches, and it weighs. I'm going to weigh it actually, so stay tuned for that. It's really cool. I love it. Here's the world's slowest turntable. That's for you, Phil. Hope you appreciate that. And I'll get some close-ups on him as he rotates at this is painfully slow speed. Right, so I'm going to get some close-ups so everyone can be happy. Now his bandelier's fairly loose, so you can position it a bit higher up on his shoulder. Now, do you remember the old days where I used to complain about these figures where they never put plugs on the back to cover up the screw holes? Chewie has plugs on his back. Well done, Disney Store, you listened. You put prices up, but you did listen. Now, articulation-wise, he's pretty well articulated. He swivels at his hands. He's got his elbows move, his shoulders move. Yeah, his head doesn't turn, but you don't want him to. He's just an awesome-looking figure. So that's a full rotation of his upper and let's do his legs. And his bowcaster looks pretty cool as well. There's a bit of weathering on it, and they've done a good job on this figure. I'm not happy about the price increase, but you can just about justify it on this figure. I'm going to go close. For those of you who want to see really proper close-ups, I'm going to do that in a sec, so stay tuned. The Porgs, they are so cool looking. I'm completely loving, dead Porg. Well, we knew him well. His life was short but meaningful. There we go. Stand up, don't fall over. Right, yeah, the Porgs. I'm absolutely loving the Porgs. They are cool. I think somebody was complaining somewhere saying, they're the new Ewoks. Oh no, I hated the... Oh, I love the Ewoks. Ewoks are awesome. So if they're new Ewoks, good on them. Well done. I love Ewoks. Right, let's get some close-ups on him. Okay. Now, I say he's really, really heavy. He is. So, now... Look at that face. The paint job on this is, I think, it's possibly one of their best paint jobs. Now you've got the usual points. You can twist at the waist. Not that you want to, because then you have that thing going on where the torso is so, it's such a specific shape. The moment you turn it, you've got that happens. So you're never ever going to want to do that. Let's face it, though, most people that buy these leave them in their packaging, so... And he does lift his bowcaster up. So you can pose him with his bowcaster. Which bowcaster? Can you see that? That bowcaster looks... The weathering on it's really good. I think they've done a really good job on this. We need to reposition that waist, so stop doing that silly gap thing. And he does bend at the knees, so you can have him with a jaunty sort of kick to his step. Yeah, of course. But I don't think anyone actually, any of you guys, does anyone actually play, in the traditional sense with these figures? So he does twist at the wrist there. But again, once you twist the wrist, you have the same effect happens with the torso. Nothing matches up. So everything's very specific to one particular sort of position. So all the fur lines up there. The moment you twist it, nothing lines up. So it looks a bit odd. But, yeah, does anyone else get these out of their box? Or is it just me? Right. So the back. A little bit of a Wookiee tail thing going on here. I know there are going to be a few people who say the colouring on his fur could be a little bit different, a little bit better, but I think the sculpt is really nice. Let's be grateful with that, shall we? So, yeah, I like him. I think he's a definite sort of... what we say, I'm going to go for a different 8 out of 10, maybe, I think. Just don't fall over, because you'll go straight, make a dent. That's what you'll do. So there you go. Packaging wise, let's have a look at the packaging. It's the usual packaging, and there is the blurb on the back. There you go. So if you're on your phone, you can still read that quite nicely on the phone screen. And if you pause, and there you go. Faithful first mate and co-pilot Chewie. There you go, you can pause that and catch up with that. And it's usual, it's the new style packaging for the Last Jedi figures. I like him a lot, and I know for me, I think the Black Series figures, I always say this with Black Series figure reviews, they can be hit and miss exactly as the Elite. Black Series. I'm going ahead of myself. The Elite Series figures can be very hit and miss, just like the Black Series figures. Some figures they absolutely nail it, and others you're left wondering, how did this pass? How did this get through quality control? The face sculpt's awful, the colouring's awful, it's awful. This figure does not apply to that category at all. Looks really cool. I absolutely love it. So yeah, well done Disney Store. The only thing I'm not happy with is the price, but just because of the sheer weight of this, I can justify the price increase slightly. Oh, and the other thing, right, this is my only other complaint about this figure. You can only make out 5 points that that Chewie's been secured into the packaging there. You can see the silver plastic covered wire. There are a total of 9 points that he has been secured with wrapped wire into his packaging. Now, if you want to cut some costs, Disney Store, so you can relay that to us, the paying public, what you could do is just secure him with maybe 4 points rather than 9 points. It's completely unnecessary. He fits really snugly, as all of the figures do, into his like plastic inner tray. And then just have 4 points where he's fixed in with wire. You don't need to have 9 points. Now, I don't know if you can make it out. There's another 1, 2, 3, 4 points where there's black plastic covered wire. Completely unnecessary. So you can cut production time, production costs just by cutting out the amount of wire you use to get him stuck in there. Anyway, right. Oh, Porgs. I forgot about the Porgs before anyone starts messaging and saying, the Porgs, you forgot about the Porgs. They are plastic, they are not die cast. He does look so much like a puffin. So is he Lunch? Is he some heroic figure that's going to be the pivotal character to the entire movie? They're really nice. I do like Porgs. Right, there you go. Oh, no! Oh, who said you can't stand Porgs? Right, there you go. Right. Now, the crucial question now is, you're going to say, how much does this Chewbacca weigh? He weighs a lot. Right, I do this because no one else is interested in doing it, so this is why I do this. Right, here's Chewie, and here there's a set of kitchen scales. Now, these are fairly accurate. They're Salter scales. I like these. They're very good scales. Right, so I'm going to do it in grams because it's going to seem more... Actually, I might do it in pounds as well. So there you go. It's zeroed. So Chewbacca, by himself, with his bowcaster, 588 grams. My goodness! That's a lump, isn't it? And we'll add a Porg. Oh, stand up. And that's pushed it up to 590. And the other Porg... doesn't want to stand up. 592. So there you go. He's 592 grams. So if we're playing Guess the Weight of Chewbacca with anyone in a pub quiz, a Star Wars pub quiz, that's doing pounds as well. Because right, we've gone with zeroed. Okay, so here's Chewie in pounds. Wow, one pound 4 3/4 ounces. Oh my goodness, you haven't seen that. Look at that. 1 pound 4 3/4 ounces. It actually sounds worse when it's in pounds. Alright, and let's put the Porgs on. And with the Porgs, 1.4 and 7/8. Oh my goodness. That's that is a hefty. I don't think they've done another figure that's weighed as much. See, who else would do this for you guys? I'm quite sure I'm the only person with enough spare time to weigh Chewbacca. Oh, I do this because you don't want to. Because you can't be bothered, because you've got better things to do with your lives. Right, so there you go, guys. That is Chewbacca, and he is available from the 27th of November 2017. And the next one out is it Finn next week? Next out is Finn in his office. Yeah, his officer's disguise, I think. If you check my right, I can't remember completely off the top of my head, but if you check on my Instagram feed and my Twitter feed, I've got the full checklist of release dates. Also, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll stick it in the details below as well. So I'll pop it down below so you can see which dates, which figures are coming out. Okay, see, I'm good to you guys. So check below and then get to the Disney store and spend your Disney dollars. Right, guys, until next time, do check out my links below, and you'll find my Instagram and Twitter feed links. You'll also find a link to Future of the Force, and check them out. It's a Star Wars website with no comparison, actually. Yeah, it's an awesome Star Wars website. There you go. That's all you need to know. Check out the link, and don't forget to comment. And were you interested in how much Chewbacca weighs? How much does Chewbacca weigh on the moon, though? No, were you interested in how much Chewbacca weighs? Because I can start weighing other figures too if you're... No, I'm not really. This is a one-off. Yeah, so leave a comment. Have you got Chewie? You're going to go for Chewie. Are you giving this one a swerve? I don't think you should, because I think it's an awesome figure. So also, don't forget to click like. And also, subscribe. Yeah, that's important. Subscribe. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching and listening to me waffle, rant, and... yeah, all of that. And may the Force be with you. Goodbye for now.